it's Tuesday. We are so glad you're back on the CHUP channel. Hey, it's amazing. It's a great day out. It's glorious. Get you some exercise. All right, we're back in reading mode. Yesterday we read this amazing story about the sun and the moon with the water. There's a little catastrophe that happened, wasn't there? So let's revisit our standard and our LEQ for today. Our standard is to be able to recount stories, including fables and folk tales. That was an African folk tale we read. And myths from diverse cultures, and determine the central message, lesson, or moral, and explain how it is conveyed through key details in the text. Our LEQ is how can I infer meaning to synthesize to determine the central message of a story from diverse cultures. So we're going to take what we did yesterday with our somebody wanted but so then, which is my key details, and we're going to use that to determine our central message today. First, we're going to begin with a rereading of yesterday's story to keep us all familiar.
All right, this play, Why the Sun and Moon Live in the Sky, is based on an African folk tale that tells how the moon and sun ended up in the sky. Long ago, sun, moon, and water lived together on the earth. Sun and moon are eating breakfast at home.
I will visit my good friend Water today.
That sounds enjoyable, but why doesn't water ever visit us? Do you feel ashamed or embarrassed to invite water here?
No, I am proud of our house. I will invite Water today.
Sun visits water at the beach.
Water, why don't you ever visit us? Your house can't hold me and my family. That's nonsense. Moon and I will enlarge our house so that there will be plenty of room for everyone. Then I will visit you. Wonderful. Please holler loudly so I can hear you when you arrive. Now, I must dash home to quickly start the work.
Sun rushes home. Sun and the moon raced to make their home larger. They added rooms and raised the roof higher. The new house was completely different and had no similarities to their old home. They felt it was a victory or a win, for now their friend could visit.
Sun, moon, I have arrived. Isn't this the largest home you've ever seen?
Sun, it's not polite to brag, so please don't boast. To our guest, Water, come inside. Water splashed through the door, carrying colorful fish, frogs, and crabs. As the water began to rise, Sun and Moon climbed into the furniture. Then they scrambled onto the roof.
Moon, I'm not sure about the wisdom of inviting Water. Perhaps this wasn't a smart idea?
No, Sun, it was the right thing to do, but we must fly to safety. Sun and Moon flew to the sky, where they remain today, and still shine down on the water.
So now I want to review our anchor chart that we did yesterday. Our graphic organizer. I'm sorry. Too many terms. All right. We talked about summarizing and how it relates to beginning, middle, and end. Somebody. Who was the main character in our story? Well, that was our sun. And what did the sun want to do? What did the character or person want? Our sun wanted to invite Water over. But what was our problem? Somebody wanted but what was our problem? Their house was too small. And we discussed this yesterday, that they didn't have a big enough house for Water to fit. So, how did the character or person try to solve the problem? What did they do? Moon and Sun built more rooms so that water would have enough space. Sounds like a fair plan. Then, what happened? What was my ending? How was the outcome or resolution of my story? Then, water came over and flooded the house. Sun and Moon had to leave. So, that's our refresher from yesterday. Today we're going to talk about central message, which is the lesson the author is teaching you. Okay? So we're looking for not just beginning, middle, end. We're going to take all that and wrap it up with a nice pretty bow and use that to explain what the author wants me to learn from the story. Okay? There are 4 steps that we can use in order to solve our problem. Okay? In order to determine our central message. Step 1. What is the problem? Follow me this way. We did this yesterday, but what was the problem? We just talked about this. So step 1, what was our problem? Sun and Moon, but their house was too small. Then, what did the character do about it? That's my so. What did they do? They built more rooms. So step 1, what was my problem? I had to identify my problem. My problem was there wasn't enough room. Then, what did the character do to solve it? How was he a problem solver? He built more rooms. Seems pretty smart to me. Then, what lesson does the character learn? So now, I want to go back to my text and we're going to see what we've learned. So we're back in our text over here and we're looking and it says, what lesson did the character learn? I'm going to look right here and say, no, Sun, it was the right thing to do, but we must fly to safety. Well, what was the right thing to do? Invite your friend over, because Sun said, I'm not sure about the wisdom of inviting water. Perhaps this wasn't a smart idea. And he's like, no, it was the right thing to do. So what did the character learn? That it was the right thing to do to invite friends over and have friendship. Now, my last question, what lesson does the author want you to learn? Examples include never give up, be responsible, respect, and I hope that stays, honesty, always telling the truth, even when it's hard, acceptance, acceptance would be accepting people as they are and not being a bully but a buddy, courage, courage to face our fears, have strength. We also have friendship, which would be love, compassion, being with friends. Compassion, concern for others. And kindness, which would be generosity and being nice to people. These are examples of lessons the author might want me to learn. So, looking back at my text, it says, I'm not sure about the wisdom of inviting water. No. It was the right thing to do. Well, why was it the right thing to do? Was it never giving up? No, I don't think it was that. Being responsible? Doing the right thing, maybe cleaning up your own mess? Not really. Respect? Showing respect to others? Honesty? Acceptance? Courage? Or was it kindness and friendship? I think it leans more towards being kind and being a friend. So the author wants me to learn that kindness and friendship are the most important things. So that's my central message. So I'm going to take this and we're going to talk on our anchor chart that we've done. The lesson learned, the lesson the character learned, the lesson my character learned was what? Let's think about it again. It was the right thing to do, all right? So being a friend isn't always easy because as soon as it got hard, Sun wanted to back out and go, oh yeah, shouldn't have done that, But Moon was like, no, it was the right thing to do. So the character learned, the lesson the character learned is that friendship is not always easy. And I know this because why? Because Moon said it was the right thing to do. So there's my text evidence. I went back to my text, and if I had it in front of me, I would underline it, okay? Because Moon says it was the right thing to do. Okay? So, knowing what my lesson learned, what my character learned, step 3. What lesson does my character learn? My character learned friendship is not always easy, but it is always the right thing to do. So my central message, kindness and generosity and being a good friend is worth more than being a little uncomfortable, right? So my author wanted me to learn that kindness, the author wanted me to learn that kindness is more important than being comfortable. So I want you to think as you are reading your story that you're going to click on underneath my video, you're going to click and you're going to make a graphic organizer, okay, that looks like this. Somebody wanted, but so then, the lesson the character learns, what the author wanted me to learn. And you are going to listen to your story. You're going to screenshot your graphic organizer to me and send it through Dojo. All right? So, again, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you're not understanding the story, if you're not understanding central message, let me know. We can do a FaceTime call. We'll be happy to help. Please reach out, all right? But this is your assignment for Tuesday, is to expand on your graphic organizer, and add to the bottom what the character learned, what the author wanted me to learn. And you're going to write that down.